TV.
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Tobo Village community along the Japanese Highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like with no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is here every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And guess what?
Wow.
We bring you hot stories of our trending situation within our country, Liberia. Imagine hearing stories from Hot Pepper newspaper, from the Daily Observer newspaper, from Front Page Africa. Are you a lover of Front Page Africa?
Oh yes, I'm a lover of
Front Page Africa, and the Women Voices, and a lot more. Not forgetting international news, BBC,
Wow.
CNN, ABC News. We bring you headlines from those standpoints.
Wow, that is very, very, very amazing.
So we say, join us every day on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media at 10 a.m. with the headlines of top stories in our country and the world at large on Focal Online TV.
Focal TV. Bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV. With check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV. Bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV. The best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Tobo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal.
A pleasant good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching this home. Welcome to Focal Online TV. Welcome to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media here on Focal Online TV. Remember, Focal Online TV is located within the Togo Village community along the Japanese Highway. So this morning, I'm excited to be here today. That's part of all of the different things that occurred yesterday, but I'm grateful to God for life, and I'm happy to be here to inform our Liberian people of what are the happenings that took place in our country in the course of this weekend. And I'm here this morning with my co-presenter. His name is
Kelly Nantoba.
Kelly Nantoba is my co-presenter here on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. And of course, I am the presenter. My name is Kachwar. So this morning we're going to look at our news revision from our different sources within our country, Liberia. So we have in studio, we have the Daily Observer newspaper, we have the Front Page Africa newspaper, we have the New Dawn newspaper, we have nothing from Hot Pepper newspaper this morning, but we have a serious discussion that will be done this morning as well in line with our electoral process. So we encourage you to stay tuned to Focal Online TV, because here on Focal Online TV, all we do is we bring innovation to broadcasting by informing you about the happenings within our country, Liberia. Don't forget to make use of our comment section. This is where we notify our viewers, and this is where we acknowledge those who are watching. So if you are watching us from the diaspora, a pleasant good morning to you. And if you are watching us from our beloved motherland, Liberia, a pleasant good morning to you. May God bless you as we gear towards our elections on tomorrow. So let's look at our news division and headlines. Under the Daily Observer newspaper, we have Let the Clash Mass format of tension-packed campaign. This is one of the trending story on all the media's platform. So it's interesting this morning that you get to Focal Online TV, where we're going to be bringing you the intel of all of these stories. And we have another headline, Your Guide to How the Electoral System will be. This is essential for all of our viewers, how the electoral process will be, how many representative candidates, how many presidential candidates, how many senators. So with all of this information, it's prudent enough that you share our live stream so that you get informed with all of these things that are happening in our country, Liberia. So these are the two headlines from the Daily Observer newspaper. Another one from New Dawn newspaper: 27 additional arrests in Lofa County. 27 additional arrests in Lofa. Joint security denies the response. Joint security denies the response. So these are headlines. We have another one from Africa. Violent clashes erupt at CDC and ALCOP supporters clash on final campaign day. President's convoy attacked using language shut on confirmed fatality report. This is really, I mean, it's really bad this morning, and I feel no good about it. So I don't know. The news is not encouraging. So far, international news, or 10 agent got shot in New York, and we will bring that to you from ABC News. So, yeah, from the additional break, and then we get back, I feel you on the news in details. Thanks for watching, and I'll be right back shortly.
Hello dear, my name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, Lyndon Topa. My name is Gwefina Nkorishpa. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Topo village community along the Japanese highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like when we're no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is aired every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And guess what?
Wow.
We bring you hot stories of our trending situation within our country, Liberia. Imagine hearing stories from Hot Pepper newspaper, from the Daily Observer newspaper, from Front Page Africa. Are you a lover of Front Page Africa?
Oh yes, I'm a lover of
Front Page Africa, and the Women Voices, and a lot more. Not forgetting international news, BBC,
wow.
CNN, ABC News. So we bring you headlines from those standpoints.
Wow, that is very amazing.
So we say, join us every day on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media at 10 a.m. with the headlines of top stories in our country and the world at large on Focal Online TV.
to the daily edition of Inside Print Media here on Focal Online TV. So this morning I'm here with my co-presenter. His name is
Cleveland Super.
Lyndon Sopa is my co-presenter here on the daily edition of Inside Print Media, where I serve as your presenter, Greg Financial. So this morning we are talking on the daily edition of Inside Print Media. We are bringing to you information relating to our country, Liberia. Remember, this is Focal TV, and this program is being run from Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. So this morning we have our artists of the news. We talk about our newspapers. We have the studio. We have the Daily Observer newspaper. We have the New Dawn newspaper. We have the Front Page Africa. We have nothing from the aid of Harper newspaper. So with that straight into conversation relating to our elections and that of our international news. Killing us about how do you feel this morning?
I'm great and sad from my. I am very disappointed relative to the kind of disturbing news report in the country involving clashes from the ruling CDC and that of the ACOP. So I'm very disappointed over the fact that we are going through a major elections where we are expected to make critical decisions and we are hearing this kind of emerging developments in our country.
So there's a word I wanted to use this morning, and I was thinking I'm devastated. I
Yeah,
should say that
very
because
devastated.
I'm looking at us Liberians, young people suing each other doesn't make sense to me. And in no place in my mind I would even support that because the truth is we are all young people, we have dreams, we have our aspirations. So there's no need for us to be running here and then showing students at others killing each other for just little or nothing. All these politicians will come and go. I mean, you are trying for you are chanting your opponents is good enough. That's your political party. We respect your view, but there's no need to hurt your brother. There's no need. So you watching the video. I'm hoping that our technical team can shoot the video and we apologize because there are things that is not good for some people. So we apologize if our technical team can shoot the video for you to watch yesterday. The incident that took place at Badminton. It was dramatic. Let me say that it was very much dramatic. People lost their life. They never had time for journalists. You hear people saying respect journalists. Yeah, you know somebody acting a flower.
that, that, that is that is the kind of terrain we find ourselves and the kind of job we choose to do, especially to inform the Liberian people, even on a more chaotic climate. The journalists have to make strive to ensure that they get the public informed. But actually, the journalists they were actually working in such a kind of hazardous conditions on
Yes,
yesterday. So
it was horrible.
I saw folks trying to prevent themselves, even folks from the OKFN, all of the journalists that were there. You understand? But my disappointment is the fact that I have there was a separate disappointment. My first disappointment lies within the National Elections Commissions on grounds that if they shouldn't have allowed two political parties to climax their campaign, at once. Even if they were going to do it, it should have been restricted. It should have been done in a more restricted manner. But allowing ICOP to climax their campaign and CDC also to climax their campaign. Anyone could sense that there was an emerging development that could be in relative to violence out there, and that was what happened yesterday.
Yeah, so it was bad. It was actually bad, and I wanted to talk about it, but then you just stated everything. But the truth is, election commission. I don't know whether our analysis is factual, so we have to be careful because you see there are others representative candidates. There are other candidates in the electoral process who they have time to do that campaign, but when others are doing that campaign, we campaigning, but we're passing around our car and all those things. So I wanted to actually see this sketch and know whether ACOP was carrying on campaign yesterday because it's two presidential candidates.
Yeah, but
Yes.
unconfirmed reports I have received so far, that is to say, those reports that I have received so far, they are not contingent upon supporting documents. So it actually remains unconfirmed. I was told that the National Elections Commission scheduled ACOP to gather at the Gunnersville area,
At their
yeah,
headquarters.
why the CDC folks were to be at their party headquarters. But initially, we heard, almost all of the announcement relative to CDC campaign closure was tailored around, calling on citizens to actually assemble at their headquarters. But I was very shocked when I saw the very huge number of citizens standing by the roadside, standing by the roadside, waiting. George Weah, who they said was coming from a particular area. So that could be a more justifiable reasons to say that that would amount to the kind of violence scene that took
But we
place
talk about
yesterday.
unconfirmed. So the issue is the news is not confirmed
Mhm.
whether NEC give them the go ahead to move on with their election campaign, especially for ACOP, because we knew about CDC, the Coalition for Democratic Change. We knew about them and closing up their campaign yesterday, which was on October 8th. So we knew about Unity Party on Saturday, October 7th. So, but the issue with pop-up, I don't want to speak about it, and I don't want to mislead people in terms of information. So they can't say Focal Online TV or that journalist, because I want to know whether NEC confirms alcohol was closing their campaign to yesterday. If that happened, then there's a failure on National Election Commission path. Because you cannot put two political parties, presidential candidates, campaigning on the same day. And I mean, looking at it, it's so bad. It's so bad. Now it's a failure from that part. But whatever it is, I mean, we're gonna listen to our news, we're gonna read out the news. Let's get some essential information. Let's be sure about what we say to others out there. Let's get the information. Let's listen and let's be able to cool the tension so that we can go to our polling places tomorrow and cast our vote peacefully.
Definitely.
Killing also by you.
Definitely, let us listen to the most credible sources relative to our news reading.
Yeah, so we want to acknowledge all of our viewers watching. And yesterday, like I said, it wasn't easy for our OB team who was on a few hours scared.
Mhm.
Like I was scared, killing you. But
Yeah.
it's so bad because even our OB team, our crew who was on the field yesterday, they had Mohammed Kane, he got wounded.
Yeah, he got wounded.
So the issue journalists are not even protected.
Yeah.
And he said, I wish I had him this morning, but he's kind of resting. It wasn't easy yesterday. But he said, according to him, he said, even when the police arrived on the scene and they did the issue, the normal thing they can usually do with tear gas, and then the shot in the air, they still didn't move the people.
Yeah.
They still didn't move the people. So you see, Liberians are being cooked now to tear gas. They are being cooked now to gun. So I mean, it's really frustrating. It is.
But if you were actually watching the video, if you were actually watching the video, for those of us who watched the video prior to, after the conclusion of the activities, I could realize that it took several minutes before the police could come on to respond to that particular situations. So this is where I'm very, very much disappointed with the Liberian National Police. We are going to our major elections. We are going to a major election. It is about time that the police needs to be overly proactive in terms of being able to respond to every piece of violence that has the propensity to evoke
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
disrupt
sure.
our peace. So yesterday, since ACOP was climaxing their campaign activity, and the CDC, I think the police should have been there to provide guardians to supporters of ACOP, and as well as provide guardians to supporters of the ruling.
So you were
of
not
CDC.
on the scene,
Mhm.
but then our OB team who were on the scene, they said that police officers were on the scene. So when the incident occurred, police have to go for backup. The people who were guarding the different political parties, you have police officers who were helping and to coordinate the coalition for democratic change. You have others on the other end. But then the OB personnel, who is our employee here at Focal Online TV, said, I blocked the road with a truck Aqua blocked the road. Seditions were coming. Aqua blocked the road. So it caused a scene where people were not being patient anymore. People were taking things into their hands.
Definitely.
And that's the point where things became, very, very much dramatic. But then the police did what they could do. We expected more from them. What I see is the time they delayed. The delay, right? The minute you have two different political parties, just know that something will sparkle in terms of violence. So you have to have an alternative plan. Police officers should be there. They should be geared up because I was saying it, and then someone said to me, the people now have ammunition and everything. I mean, this is an election. You should be prepared at all
Prepared
times. You
all
should
time.
protect us. You should protect us. Journalists were not protected yesterday. Fighting for your camera, you won't go back to office. Your boss tell you went on the field. I mean, it was so crazy yesterday. It was, but it's important that we look at our news this morning. So
Okay.
let's look. Today, 7 newspaper, the headlines: Deadly clash mass climax of tension-packed campaign. At least two individuals are feared dead and several others injured as a result of violent clash between the supporters of the ruling coalition of Democratic Change (CDC) and the All Liberia Coalition Party (ARCOP). The clash, according to our witnesses, occurred as a result of provocation from both party supporters, which then escalated a stone throwing. This led to the police firing tear gas in an attempt to control the violence, which erupted on Sunday along the East Freeway. During the clash, one of the individuals, who is now feared dead, was observed lying on the ground while wearing a T-shirt associated with the ruling party that is the Coalition for Democratic Change. According to our witnesses, the victim had fallen during the clash and was then subjected to several beatings by ARCOP supporters who also threw stones. Vehicles and properties were also damaged during the unrest. The confrontation our witnesses here started with ARCOP supporters were gathering to mark the end of their campaign, and tensions escalated as stones were thrown between both groups. The two parties were canvassing their campaign when their supporters encountered each other at the St. Michael Catholic Junction, that is small St. Michael Catholic Junction, where the scene turned violent as ACOP supporters attempted to make a U-turn at the New Georgia Junction, entering the side of the road where CDC supporters were marching. CDC supporters objected to meaning that both parties respected or respect their boundaries. The Liberia National Police intervened, disrupting the crowd and tear gas. Supporters retreated to their respective campaign headquarters, while others made their way to Bakersfield Junction. At Bakersfield Junction, tension escalated as the two groups clashed again, reportedly triggered by an attack on President George Weah's campaign convoy. The clash resulted in the destruction of the vehicle owned by Eugene Nangwe, the CDC campaign manager. In a video, the driver of the vehicle displayed a wound on his left hand, claiming that claiming that it was a bullet wound. However, it remains unclear who fired the gun. Since the National Election Commission Wednesday officially declared the campaign open on August 2, 2023, it has been nothing short of chaotic, beginning on a turbulent note and ending deadly and four individuals losing their lives. Bloody clashes have occurred between supporters of the two main political parties, the opposition Unity Party and the ruling coalition for Democratic Change (CDC), since the campaign for presidential elections started. The last clash between the two ruling parties, which occurred in Foya County on September 30th, resulted in 2 days. Tension began at the onset of the campaign when supporters of the president on the first day of campaign paraded the streets plastered with images of lead opposition leaders Joseph Mbwaga of the Unity Party, leading to a rebuke from the public. So this is how we close down on the first news headline on the newspaper, and then the second one will not be very, very good because it's a guide for the next electoral system. It's a guide for those who electing their leaders. Those of us who will be electing our leaders. This is a guide system for us. What should do? So I'll just run through it quickly, and then I'll emphasize on the other things. So on October 10, more than 2 Liberians will hear the polls to elect for presidents, vice presidents, and 88 members of their legislature, 73 representatives, and senators. I hope you are getting this.
Yeah, these are major.
These are major things that you ought to know. So I'm going to emphasize it and I'm going to restate what I said. So on October 10th, more than 2.4 million Liberians, more than 2.4 million Liberians were here to the polls to elect a president, vice president, and 88 members of their legislature, 73 representatives, and 15 senators. So we have 15 senators and we have 73 representative candidates within our country, Liberia. These elections are historic, being the fourth in post-war Liberia, but the second to be organized in the absence of then UN peacekeeping mission in Liberia, which play a key role in ensuring the security and credibility of the previous electoral process. A total of over 5,000 polling stations, a total of over 5,000 polling stations will be set up across the 15 political subdivisions of the country. 15 political subdivisions of the country. The ambassador. So we have 15
Yeah,
polling
15 polling
stations.
stations.
Sorry, not 15, but 5,000 polling stations across our country in 15 different political subdivisions. 5,000 polling stations and in 15 political subdivisions of the country. With voting starting at 8 a.m. Voting will start at 8 a.m. Voting starts at 8 a.m. and end at 6 p.m. Elections start at 8 a.m. and end at 6 p.m. These stations will be staffed by officials who are trained by National Election Commission (NEC) to manage the voting process. Each station caters to a specific number of registered voters, which should not exceed 3,000 as per the elections law, the Liberia elections law. The location of polling station is made public in advance. The location of polling station is made public. The polling station have been exposed to the public. People know where they are going to go and cast their vote. So it's already been done. So there's no need for us to cause chaos on election day. Ballot boxes and papers. There are three types of ballot papers given to each voter at every polling place. Can you please listen to this news because it's really, really essential this morning. So there are three types of ballot papers given to each voter at every polling place. You'll receive three papers. You will receive, once you are electorate, when you go to the polling station, you'll receive three papers. So three papers will be given at every polling place. Every polling place. If you go to a polling place and you did not receive three papers, there's a need for
To
you
raise
to
a yeah, to raise
to
concern.
raise an alarm that you receive XYZ. So you receive three ballot papers. So these papers denoting the presidential, senatorial, and House of Representative candidates. So one of the paper we have the presidential candidates, one of the paper we have senatorial candidates, and one of the paper we have representative candidates. The ballot papers are color coded: red for presidential, blue for senatorial, and green for House of Representative candidates. We got to articulate guys putting enough time our editors here can edit these things on our page as well for the viewers. It's essential this morning.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
these are things that you overlook, but it's important that you know these things because sometimes people won't play far and you have to be informed. So you have three sets of ballot papers. I repeat, given to each voter at every polling place. 3 ballot papers. One is representing presidential candidates, one is representing senatorial candidates, one is representing representative candidates. And then there are colors attached. Presidential candidate you have red, senatorial candidate you have blue, and then representative candidate you have green. So a special ballot stamp with a unique and confidential NEC identification stamp will be used to mark the back of the ballot paper before giving to voters. Get this right. Someone emphasized it at church yesterday to me, and then she worked with me. Make sure your paper, all of your ballot paper, the place that the paper you're going to vote on, make sure
They
it's
have the
stamped
official stamp of the National
official
Elections
stamp of
Commission.
NEC, National Election Commission. It's not NET. I heard someone saying NET. It's NEC, National Election Commission. So make sure that paper is in stamp. It's not at the front. The new say it's going to be stamped at the back. The same will be used to mark the back of the ballot paper before given to voters. The paper shouldn't get into your hands. You cast your vote before it's stamped. So your paper should be stamped before it's turned over to you to cast your vote. Remember, you have 3 papers: presidential, representative, and senators. We talk about the presidential candidate, the paper is going to be red. We talk about the senator, it's going to be blue. The representative candidate is going to be green. So you have the right for your you have the right to counter check your papers before casting your vote. So transparent boxes will be used, allowing the election observers and political parties agents to see the ballot paper being cast by the voters while maintaining the secrecy of the vote. Listen, transparent boxes will enable. This will allow the elections observers. There will be people who will be observing the polling staff. Those who are working directly with the community, and then they have elections observers. You have ECOWAS will be there. You have observers will be there, I'm
Definitely.
sure. And then there will be different observers. You have political parties,
Observers,
yes, observers.
the student council,
Yes, council links.
links to
So yes, so they're going to be there, and then the box is transparent enough for them to see, and then it's also maintaining secrecy of vote. It's maintaining secrecy of vote. That's how they're going to see it, for your vote still matters. So the box will still maintain the secrecy of your vote. So this measure will assist in detecting temporal ballot boxes. Sure. All sealing and concealing of ballot boxes take place in the presence of all observers, including political party agents. All sealing and concealing of ballot boxes take place in the presence of all observers, including political parties. Meaning all the observers who have been sent from the different organizations will be there. The sealing or sealing of those boxes, they're going to be there for them, and they're going to be seeing what they're doing. So no observer should be kicked out. All observers should be on scene. This is from NEC, I'm sure. So these are things that we ought to. Special number seals are used on the ballot boxes. These seal numbers are recorded upon opening and closing of the polling and upon reopening when the count begins. Empty ballot boxes are polling places are still in the presence of political party agents before the commencement of the polls. Kelly, don't you buy? Did you get that one?
Yeah, those are very, very essential information. There is a need for further emphasis. There's a need for further emphasis.
Yeah.
If we can even extend this particular presentation to more than what we normally do, it would be very, very significant because it is intended to further educate our people on how to proceed, especially with the 2023 elections, which is scheduled for or tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, as per what the Constitution says, the polling places will open officially by 8 a.m. in the morning, and
Close
it will actually close by 6
p.m.
6 p.m. So there will actually be considerations taking into account that when a particular person or a particular group of people have been standing on the line for the longest, and that is where considerations are usually made, because once a person is standing in the queue, you will have to give, and you will have to accord them due diligence to be allowed to vote. You understand? So I think the message you are sent across is very, very important. You can continue doing that, and maybe you try to simplify it in maybe in our colloquial version, so that a lot of people can understand the full nature of what you are providing.
So we resume like I was explaining. So I'm partly going to be explaining to you guys now so that you can understand. We talk about the three papers or electorates. Should receive three papers, Kelly and so far. And to our viewers, you should receive three papers.
They might give you three papers.
Yes, three papers. One of the paper will be color red, one will be color blue, and one will be color green. The red represents presidential candidates. The blue represents senatorial candidates. The green represents representative candidates. So upon receiving all of the various papers, red, blue, and green, you must make sure the paper you received is stamped with NEC. Officially, the paper should be stamped at the back, not at the front. Yeah, in the news, the paper should be stamped at the back with NEC. So upon getting those papers, you have to understand firstly that we have 73 representative candidates in Liberia. 73 total numbers of representative candidates. We have 73. We have 15 senators. 15 senators within our country. And we also have the issue with the presidential candidates. That, of course, you should know. So 88 members of the legislature will be elected come tomorrow. So you have on election day, you will see observers and ECOWAS, you see people from LINSU, you see people from different NGOs, from some NGOs, UN, or even
yeah, Carter Center, so many observers.
So we're that day. So nothing to fear you, these observers are there for you. Yeah, they are there for us like you. And then the different political parties too will be there. They're sending their people to serve as observers. So you will see people from CDC, but you'll not see them in our entire representing CDC. On election day, no music is supposed to be played for this political party.
Definitely.
Obviously, you're supposed to go there as a neutral person. That's the call you get behind your phone, you're taking from there. All of these things is not good enough. So you have to remove. They said nothing of politics.
So that is that. I think we need to we need to emphasize a bit on this.
Yes.
Yeah, because now yesterday, as per the calendar of event from the National Elections Commission, yesterday marked the conclusions of all major political activities within the country. 12 midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Every other thing. There is nowhere you will go in Liberia now. You will see people doing. I will say. Nobody will be chanting or what are
anti. Nobody should because I drove around the Chapin Freeway, and you will agree with me when you came from this way, and I came from that way. So you see, there are still political parties who have their flyers on the street. And that is going to cause chaos.
I really don't want to speak to that because I want to believe that responsibility should be entirely shouldered by the National Elections Commissions aimed at breaking down all of those promotional political materials. So I think before the day goes to an end, the National Elections Commission will dispatch people to do that.
They should put ourselves on the as a witness. When I spoke on it, she removed us. And I saw the color green had his flyers and other stuff in the LBC provisions room, and he did not react to that, and I don't want to talk about it. But then he removed it. But I still see our presidential candidate, that is President George Manuia, and our vice president, their picture still on the window, which is totally bad. So NEC needs to do something about it because or a citizen could just go here, and the other person says, why are you here? It becomes a problem.
Yeah, it becomes a problem.
I'm not saying here for you to do here. It's not your duty. So just leave it as it is. Let it take a measure.
Yeah, let
it how it works. All of the wrong thing, so that they can hear him and react. It's not your work to do anything, react about it. So I'm just saying that. So and then we have an issue with the how to vote. We have an issue with how to vote. So before I close how to vote, voting is restricted to like 19 that you should know. All Liberian citizens should be treated as Liberian citizens who have attained the age of 18 years. So if you are Liberian, you should be 18 years or above and have not been judicially identified as incompetent or incompetent or of unsound mind. That's what they are saying. It must possess a National Election Commission biometric photo card. If you don't have your photo card, you don't go on the line. Don't go. You don't have photo registration move from on the line. Some people don't listen. These are things that are important that you listen to. You don't have voter registration cards. Well, I on the line. Do you want the people to create out there to create a scene? You don't have voter registration cards. Don't go and vote. It doesn't make sense. They brought NEC came back and said if you lost your voter registration card, this is what you should do. You did not do it. So you can't go on elections and explain to the people. The people are there for elections. They are not there for your complete or missing voter registration card. So please don't go on the line. And another one, on arrival at their destination, police station registered voters present their identification card. When you get to the designated polling station, you have to present your identification card, and names are checked in the final registration mode.
Yep.
Your name will be checked in final registration. Sorry to say, if your name is not there, it becomes the public. So you will not be able to vote.
Okay.
On which your name must appear in order to vote. Like I said, your name must appear in order to vote. An exception, however, is given to election security officers who duty at the center. An exception, meaning election officials, that is security officers, will be, exempted, meaning they'll be given some courtesy for election day. Officers on duty at the center, polling staff, and others are identified in polling procedures. So even those who receive accreditation for that will be given some courtesy for that day election. So you have to respect officers.
Yeah.
You have to respect the polling staff. You have to respect observers. You have to respect journalists. You will be at your house. You're supposed to be broadcasting all of the necessary things that need to be broadcasted. So you have to respect them, that the polling staff, the observers, and election security officers, the PSU, the police, and others. You have to respect them. Mind you, some of them might not be in uniform. Some of them, some police officers might not be in uniform, but they will have identification that day. So they are doing it not to fighting you because sometimes the people see police officers well attired, the food, everything you try to get intimidated. So some of them will be deployed without uniform, but they will be having identity in case of anything. So you have to be careful how you go out with your activities. Journalists have to be respected.
Yeah.
Journalists have to be respected. First, you have that accreditation from ABC. Automatically, you have to respect them. Officers will respect journalists, or a few journalists will be broadcasting that day. So we're going to be a session for that day. So voter whose information appears on the FFR are then given a ballot paper, which they mark to indicate their preferred candidate. Voters whose information appear on the FFR are given a ballot paper. So once you go to the station, you show out your voter registration card. This is taking up a whole lot of time here. So far, how I'm used to it.
Yeah. It is important. Normally we work with the migrant people. So in the interest of the migrant people, we are to be
So
here.
we're just gonna run down everything today. Like we're gonna go more time in our news time, but we apologize because we have to inform you about these things. So when you get as a voter, when you get to the polling station, you have to present your voter registration card. Remember, courtesy to officers, polling staff. So those, I think, those who are pregnant, those who have
Yeah.
courtesy.
Processes and considerations with the
So
Yeah.
please be respectful for that. And then voter whose information appears. So when you get your registration card, it's going to be checked whether your name is in the FFR, whether it's confirmed that you are eligible. Because once your come out in the FFR, the FRR, so then when it's checked, you will receive your ballot paper. Remember, I told you you're supposed to receive. It's a must that you receive 3 papers, 3 ballot papers. You will receive One with color green, one with color red, and one with color blue. One is representing the color red is representing presidential candidates. The color green is representing representative. The color blue is representing senatorial.
Senatorial.
So make sure you give all of the various papers. You make sure all of that same with. Make sure if it is not, go along. Raise it. Raise your hand. You don't have to be arrogant. Not everything remains the same. Like parents, you don't have to be rude. Raise a sound. I received a ballot paper for I'm not saying anything specific. There's some issue. So it's actually supposed to be safe. It's supposed to be before it's even. And doesn't mean that you put the ballot paper or the objective, it should be sent by the polling staff. So get that straight. What also if you appears on FRR, I give you a ballot paper which you mark in secret. You're gonna mark your paper in secret to indicate that preferred people. The ballot papers are then placed in a secure ballot box after voting or voter takes their finger in indelible.
Yeah, indelible ink.
So yes. So after you cast your vote, after you don't exactly with the ballot paper, you're gonna take your hand. So I wish I could think that high on thing is like this, put your hand. Those of us who have false news, those of us who love it, you have to remove it just to avoid embarrassment or anything. Just remove it. You put your hand in the ink, like this. You take it from like this to like this. What you're supposed to do. So you shouldn't be like this. You shouldn't be doing like this. And you go like this. No. So from like this. So we expect you guys to do the needful. And then the voter card, however, is expected to be punctual. Yeah, punctual. So voter card, however, is not expected to be punctual. Meaning your voter card will not be okay, little by that just do not penetrate your voter card like
Yeah,
the
like
just
perforate. Yeah, perforate.
so it will not happen. Voters who, I mean, voting registration card or voter card, however, is not expected to be controlled as done during previous elections. During previous elections, we saw that they were perforated. Where you see perforated, that can be full on the voter registration card.
Mhm.
Will not be doing it. Since it is a machine readable scan and QR code, will not be doing it. So then the idea of puncturing the photo card has the propensity to destroy the card and make it unreadable. That's the logic. That's the reason why we have a puncture. And then the National Election Commission says that. That is on them. How is the ballot counted? So how is the ballot counted is another whole one. But then I'll skip that. How does a candidate win election? How does a presidential candidate win election? For a presidential candidate to be declared as a winner, they must receive more than 50% of the votes. If no candidate receives that amount, a runoff election is held between the two candidates with the highest number of votes. It's still enough for you to win. If the vote is not for you to win as a presidential candidate, and the other political party is not 50%, meaning you do a runoff. There will be a second term. I was giving more round between you fight for a second
Yeah,
term.
initially during the course of the campaign, every one of the parties have been anchoring for
Yes.
one
We
round,
pray for
one round,
that.
one round.
We pray for that. We actually know this. We pray for that.
Yes.
And it's easier is praying for that because if it doesn't, then you'll have enough work to be done. And then you'll have to employ another again. Yes, to pay the people again. So I mean, two candidates have the highest number of votes. There will be those. So if you with no one exceeds 50%, you will have to go back for one off. One off will be between the two candidates with highest number of votes. So even though it's below 50%, but it's high, maybe it's around 35, you have, I hope, killing no matter makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
read
yeah,
it.
yeah. Actually,
So when it's around that, you have to go for a second round. The National Election Commission has 15 days after the day votes are cast to announce the elections. 15 days. I hope we are listening. Election Commission has 15 days to announce the election
yeah.
results.
So
Right
that particular aspect, they are only allotting like the course of 15 days, but it
Yes.
doesn't mean that
immediately.
you can announce the result can be announced on the third day. It doesn't mean that the elections cannot be announced on the first day, and the elections can be announced. But one of the things I want to caution many of our journalists who are actually here. Whenever you are covering a particular, especially electoral coverage, the kind of information you provide to the public has the propensity to restore calm, and it also has the propensity to spark up chaos. So let us try to work together to be able to protect and guarantee our democracy. You understand? We observe all around the world when people go to elections, that is the most critical moment of every country. So journalists, we need to strive as much as possible to do everything possible to secure our peace, Liberia. We let us try to prioritize the interests of Liberia and not to get involved into reportage that tend to undermine the growth and development of our country. Like that.
People to do violence. Right from my way. So it's nice being here to inform you. So 15 days right after elections, we should be getting our elections result. So this means that by October 25th, that is October
Yeah.
25th, the final result of the election will be known October 25th, or sooner than that, So it's not that.
Yeah.
But in the event, no candidate wins an absolute majority in the presidential election during the first ballots. Did you hear that? In the event,
Yeah,
no
even.
candidate wins an
It's
absolute
about conditions. Yeah.
in the presidential election during the first ballot. The commission is mandated by the constitution of our country to hold a runoff election between the two candidates with the highest number of votes. The runoff is expected to be conducted on later than November 7th. There's a need to pray for our country, especially in these times. So we have what happens if a candidate feels cheated. If a candidate feels cheated, if a presidential candidate feels cheated by an election outcome, they can seek legal recourse by appealing to the National Election Commission with hearing officers taking a first look at the case. If the candidate is not satisfied with the ruling, they can file an appeal to the electoral body, Board of Commissioners, whose ruling can also be challenged according to the country constitution. Complaints of any election irregularities must be filed no later than 7 days after the announcement of the official results. So if you have issues, your results should be filed no later than 7 days for that procedure. You cannot just jump. There are procedures in order to file your reports. So any political party or any candidate affected by such a decision can approach the Supreme Court within 7 days after the Board of Commissioners ruling, thus exhausting all available grievances at the agency. The court will then hear and determine the election dispute within 7 days and if the decision will be final and binding. If the Supreme Court nullified or intercedes the nullification of the election of individuals for whatever reason, the National Election Commission, within 60 days of the decision of the court, is mandated to conduct new elections to fill the vacancy.
Yeah.
Read that again. The court will then hear and determine the election dispute within 7 days, and its decision will be final and binding.
Bonding. I like the way the person put it.
Yes.
Final and bonding.
That's so
Those are key. Those are key terminologies.
If the Supreme Court nullifies or sustains that the nullification of the election of three candidates for whatever reason, the National Election Commission within 60 days of the decision of the court is mandated to conduct new elections to fill in the vacancy. So if there's anything goes wrong, and is on the part of the therefore the constitution and that the Supreme Court fixed by the constitution, which is right now country will be that there will be new election for that particular position. If the court suspend the election of the candidate, the commission shall act to effectuate the mandate of the court. So these are our election issues. These are election guidelines, I should say. So we ought to provide the message. I got a message. I don't know what it is. Lone Star. Really sees the message.
Yeah, Lone Star.
Oh, did you get that?
Yeah, actually.
Yes, they say
They made an emphasis on the issues about people carrying their voter card at their place of voting. You understand?
yeah, but it said no. Say no It says no phone will be allowed in the polling place. Your vote is secret. It says no phone will be allowed in the polling place. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But that was the message I received. If you are seeing it, this is the message from I see this from ABC, so it's important. And it's yeah, that's it. I saw that. Did you receive that?
The most recent message, maybe that could be. Yeah, the one of the messages I received. Let me get you here.
So we received that message and that message was at the meeting yesterday from NEC. That is the title of
Okay.
the message. So I received that.
Okay. Vote on Tuesday, October 10th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Using either of the following marks: check, X, or thumbprint. So that was a message we received on yesterday by 6:34 p.m.
Now, so I don't know how much it is, but this is on NEC. So if you get to the police station, it's a no phone can enter automatically into a with your phone.
Yeah.
Because you had people during our previous election, you had people who go and vote and then also after their cast and vote and take picture and post
Yeah, they
it.
want to justify.
So they're loyal.
Yeah.
So I think these are all things that people are kind of scared of. They don't want those things to happen, so they want to do our phones. And of course, yes, if you are not you can automatically keep and put your phone so when you come back and take your phone. It's good enough. So another thing I want to stress is know what you want, know who to vote for. You have seen a lot of election in your been said to you. We heard enough. We heard a lot about politics from different populations and different views. So it's time now that the first thing I want you to do before casting your vote is to be really go go and cast your vote peacefully. Go with your mindset who you want to vote for. Go and cast your vote. Come back on after the election. Come back. Don't want in the street enemy. Don't cause nothing. Do not create a scene tomorrow. Let me tell you, our country is being broadcasted out there for all of the
With a
world.
very negative
Yes,
image.
very negative thing. I like bragging, but you know what I'm doing like here, and this and that, and this and that. I mean, this is our country.
For God's sake, we got our independence in 1847. I think we're supposed to be mature by now, man.
It's supposed to be growing, actually. It's supposed to be growing. Each year brings a lot. We should grow. So do away with violence, the acts of violence. Let's do away with it. And then another news on the news that says 27 additional arrests in the fire that is from the past events. So we will not dive into that because we have consumed all of our time here. Well, yes, for today we're just going to be talking about it. The issue of yesterday was dramatic.
Very,
And
very,
I mean,
very, very terrifying, horrible.
it was
Yeah.
horrible. We condemn that as journalists. We condemn that our life in our jobs. We are at risk. So far.
Yeah, we are actually at risk. We are actually at risk. I think that particular the particular motive that people have about journalists, or the kind of feeling that people have about journalists, is only applied at the international level. But with regards to Liberia, journalists, I know, are not totally respected in Liberia.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're not
So
actually
that
respected.
shows on the platform on on the world stage that we're gonna protect journalists,
Yeah.
journalists have the right. Journalists don't even have right, but let me say our politicians can literally slap journalists.
Yeah.
And because of our code of conduct, we don't have the right to react. So you slap me, I'm a feeling like you think that I want to do something, but I have to think. Because if I go against my code of ethics, then automatically I'll be suspended. Maybe my card will be retrieved by the board of journalists in Nigeria and everything. So you see, sometimes journalists, you slap me. There's a so and so you slap me. Are you watching? So it's sometimes
It's somehow laughable, you know.
you have to respect journalists tomorrow, respect all observers, applause, respect police officers in the street, respect PSU. They are not there to intimidate you, they are not there to force you to do the wrong. They're just there to preserve and maintain.
Yeah, so I just got a message that, and this message is very, very important. from the management of Focal Online TV. The real name for Focal Online TV is Legal Communications Incorporated. We all know that tomorrow Liberians are actually going to the pool, so they are going to express their constitutional right. So on that backdrop, Focal Online TV will actually be providing live coverage from as early as 7 o'clock, monitoring the atmospheric conditions relative towards the electionary activities, exclusively with District 13. So that is to say, we have our reporters assigned to all of the polling places, all of the precincts in District 13 to fill you up with the major happenings, and from the start of the process upward. You understand? So it is important. Yeah, it is important to get glued to the radio. For those of you who are residents of District, yeah, it is important to get glued to your phone. Purchase data, purchase sufficient data.
And use them wisely.
Yeah, and purchase sufficient data. Even though we are not clubbed with the fundamental responsibility to announce result, but the result we will be announcing are result produced by the observers and that of the officials of the National Elections Commission on tomorrow.
Yeah, so I got this information just now. No recording device is allowed in the booth. No recording device is allowed. This is from NBC. No recording device is allowed in the voting booth. So courtesy will be given to journalists will not enter the voting booth automatically. You cannot enter to see someone voting. But it will be also broadcasting. So no recording device. So that is your phone will not be allowed. Do not carry phone, do not carry anything. This is prohibited by NEC. This is prohibited. So do not do that. And this is prohibited by law.
In previous elections, like 2017 elections, I can remember some journalists at the time, some of them were not into the profession, and we used to see. I used to see journalists outside, and they were actually struggling to obtain results. I think this time around there will be a totally different situations. I think journalists will be accorded the due diligence, the due opportunity to do their job they are choose to, and they are called to inform the Liberian people as well.
Yeah, sure.
So I hope that the national elections take that into consideration too.
In so doing, journalists will expect you to do more tomorrow. We expect you to compose yourself. Sorry if I'm feeling how much weight, but I need to be high. Some journalists,
but you actually need to be high, not necessarily. Yeah, do not go beyond your plan to work in the confines of what you were told to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
So because how is I'm a journalist. You see my credit card. No, you don't have to do all of these things. Let's be polite to our leaders. Let's respect them. If you have representative candidate who's going to cast a vote, automatically he has to be in the line. He has to be in the queue. If his name does not come up in the FRL, there's a problem. He will not pass his vote. Anything. So we just talk about all of the relevant things. I'm also going to be sharing things on my page. My name is Courage Fire. You can follow me from there. We're going to post these things on our page as well for Coming on TV. And this is this source of information is on the Daily Observer newspaper. One newspaper that you really not to go away from is the Daily Observer newspaper to bring factual information. You have Daily Observer, you have the news homepage. These are leading in news agencies.
So almost all of the developments of last week have been overshadowed as a result of the final election that took place on yesterday. So that is what everybody, a lot of people in the country. Oh, yesterday wasn't easy. Well, yesterday wasn't easy. So it's totally bad for our democracy. We have a very fragile democracy. We should all work together to ensure that we make our democracies more vibrant and consolidated as well.
So this is the Liberia we want. This is where 6 years from now I'm gonna be older. So partly I'm gonna get married, but then partly I'm gonna start
and let's try to caution time for people. They shouldn't get they shouldn't be allowed.
Make the right decision.
Yeah, make the right decision. Don't go to a particular place where people tend to buy a voting card for maybe $10, $20, or whatever the amount may be. Yeah, whatever the amount may be, please vote wisely because we don't want to endure situations after you have voted. Then you start calling, calling from the abandoned, this other district, the other place.
Yeah, because the people who you voted for abandoned you. So I'm calling from the abandoned, abandoned community, community XYZ. We voted for you, and then you told us you encouraged us in XYZ. The list goes on. So okay, Lena, so far you everyone have aspiration. 6 years from now, you want to see yourself at a particular level.
Yeah.
I want to be
An impressive status.
Impressive status. I want to be an achievement of my country, Liberia. I want to be.
And I also want to be proud of my country, Liberia. I want to live in a Liberia where, my children and my grandchildren will actually be proud of what we have been able to lead down for them. You understand?
So we call this a day, folks. It was good enough with all these things. You don't forget you received 3 ballot papers due to your FRR being checked. One is representative candidate, one is representing senatorial candidate, one is representing presidential candidate. All of these 3 papers should be stamped with ANC before given to you to cast your vote. If it is not, blow alarm and be very moderate in order as you blow your alarm. Don't forget we have 73 representative candidates and 15 senators, 72 representative candidates and 15 senators. So we have 88 members of the legislature. Presidential candidate, we have many candidates.
There are 20.
The presidential candidate.
Yeah.
20 presidential
So the incumbent president is basically 19 rivals.
19 rivals.
Yeah.
19. So we have 20 presidential candidates, 73 representative candidates, and 15 senators.
Yeah.
Get that data straight. 73 representative candidates, 15 senators, and 88 members. Representative candidates in districts actually are 17.
Yeah, they are 17.
So it's only 3 representative candidates on your people. They say, oh, yes, no. In the whole of 72 representative candidates who are contesting for that position. So for your different locations, due to your community or where you live, on New Georgia, those who live in district number 17, we have 17 representative candidates. So you have to get that for the senators, yes, it's 15. For our president, we have 20.
Yeah, I can just, even though I'm very upbeat, I can't wait on tomorrow to start, especially with relative to the results, with the result announcement. I can just wait. There are 2 districts, there are 3 districts that are my interest. We actually be looking up to listen to their result. Particularly will be District 18, District 10, and District number 17. Do you know why I say so? Because particularly with District 17, the candidates are so many. You understand? The candidates are so many. Those are the people who are vying for the position. I stand to be correct. I think they are about 38. You understand? So you have 38 persons competing for is a singular position. Is in there. So I don't know who will actually be the most successful one or who the people will actually vote in favor of. So I don't think District 18, because this is where we all live, and our district must be prioritized, and as well as the presidential elections too. So District 10, you get a call about Josephine Davis, and I know Yeke who. The other name, it has a kind of difficult name, a vernacular related name. So I really want to see those places. I really want to see, because Yeke Kaluba over the period of time has boasted of having,
Why you see tomorrow? Don't worry. So parents who are here, we encourage you to keep your children at home, keep the children indoors, give them work to do. There are schoolwork. Some schools give them assignments. We expect you to keep up, spend time with your family tomorrow. You as a father spending time with your family, you get to know how your children will be asked. Some questions will be asked about elections. Educate them, have fun with them, be with your family tomorrow. Unfortunately, for some of us who don't have LEC like my era, I was also not have communicated about we are in darkness. We are stuck with heat. Very few people. I'm not saying there's a lot of people live streaming, but I'm just saying there's a need to come in New Georgia, especially around Concord, Second Junction, to please face our points. We are really, really down with LEC, especially as we get towards election. How will we charge our electronic gotcha?
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people.
So, you see, I'm calling on you, whoever is watching this, please give me. I'm asking LC to please give heat to our plea. So this is how we close down. We call this a day to day. Parents keep their children home. Do not loiter in the street too much. Let us keep the children home. Let us take all of the stickers in the house door. You have stickers that are written on each house or presidential candidate or representative candidate, NECC and no. There'll be no flyers around. So please remove all of those things from there. Kelly, and so far, I see you when I see you tomorrow happily. This is how we close down on the daily edition of Inside the Queen Media. A very good thank you to all of our viewers watching us. Our viewers increased from the from the turnout from yesterday.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
thank you so much.
You are very, very important to
Yes,
us.
you are important to us. And this is why we do here on Focal One TV. We just bring you information, tell stories. We bring you innovation to broadcasting. That is a day I love you and I pray that our mother will be free, fair, and transparent as we get to what's election. See you. Bye bye. My name is Gretchen Akashar, and I call this a day on Focal One TV on the daily.
Hello dear, my name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world life.
Hello, Lyndon Topa. My name is Gretchen Akashar. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV.